Hi friends, it is Domi from the future back with an update. I don't even know how to say this, but yes, we have scheduled the end of Buffy live stream. Feels surreal and horrible to say it, but yes. So I am posting this video on YouTube on Friday, which means that tomorrow, Saturday, July 13th, we're going to be having a live here on YouTube. And by we, I mean me. So I'm going to be watching the Buffy series finale. Yes, I'm going to be finishing the show, which is surreal. So I'm going to watch 7:22 that morning, and we're going to go live in the afternoon/nighttime, depending on where you are, to just talk about this show now that we can talk about it. No spoilers. We're gonna watch videos. We're gonna just, you know, have some fun, hang out here on YouTube. So I will make sure to leave the link for the live here on the comments in YouTube, so you can make sure and click that, like, you know, set a reminder button, so it's gonna notify you when I'm live tomorrow. So the live is gonna be tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time, which I believe is 4 p.m. Western time. This is US time, which means it's going to be a little bit later in Europe, and I'm so sorry. And also, someone had asked me about this in my last video, and I figured, well, I might as well announce the news to YouTube, which is that, you know, I had to pick a show to, I don't want to say substitute Buffy, you know, but we're finishing a show, which means I'm adding a new show onto my schedule, onto my rotation, and I'm very excited for it because that show is going to be Firefly. So if you go to my Patreon right now, the pilot episode should already be up. It's gonna take me a few weeks or months to get these to YouTube because I want to figure out an editor situation and stuff like that, but they will be coming to YouTube at some point. As of right now, definitely up on Patreon, weekly uploads of Firefly, so I guess I will see you there, and I will see you tomorrow in the live stream, and I hope you enjoy the reaction. Hi friends, and welcome. Today we are here to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It is season 6, episode 5, called Life Serial. If you know me, you know that usually this is the moment where I would start, you know, trying to interpret the title and what it could mean. You know, this time I'm just gonna like not even try, and I'm just gonna focus on what's actually on my mind, which is obviously Bangel. I mean, how can I not be thinking about them right now? I am so excited to watch this episode, and these writers, oh god, these writers better show me the Buffy and Angel reunion. If the episode starts with Buffy saying that she just got back from seeing Angel, I am literally going to go insane. Like, do not test me like this. I need to see their conversation. I need to see their reunion. I need to see all of it. I'm so excited. And it feels like such a contrast to how I was feeling throughout most of the last episode. Even just right now when I was rewatching it, I felt like such a dumbass watching the Spike and Buffy scene in the porch because I was smiling so much. I was like, what are you doing? Just stop. That's so embarrassing, Domi. But it's just like they had so much like chemistry, and just like my favorite part of that whole scene is the smile that Buffy gives when she sees that it's Spike. Like, I don't know, like I want it to be known that I'm very much digging that, but then the moment that they bring up Bangel at the end of the episode, I'm like, oh, well, they're my roots, you know, so I still have to feel things about Bangel. I can't control it. So I'm excited for both. It's very conflicting for my heart, and I don't know how to feel. But I'm just so excited to hopefully see Angel this episode. Could be a really fun crossover. I feel like it's been a while since we saw a crossover, so I feel like this would add up, and I'm just like manifesting the hell out of it. I actually think I enjoyed the episode even more rewatching it right now. There was just this one scene that they were at the magic shop, and I was just thinking, oh my god, this really became my favorite show. And I can't even remember when it happened, but I just know that like this actually became my favorite show, and it's just like, it's such a fun feeling, right? Like, I did not think this was going to happen when I started randomly doing reactions to this show. Something else that I also want to talk about is obviously our little trio, because I think that this episode is going to be a big one for us in regards to like establishing what we should be expecting for the rest of the season in terms of Giles, which I'm not going to talk about right now. I'm going to save him to the end because I'm very stressed about that. And also the trio, and finding out, do we think that they're actually going to go big bad it up this season? I feel like Warren might be like the meaner one of the three of them. I don't think he's like a bad person, because I think he was just looking out for himself, but you know, giving out Buffy's address, and he seems to be the one who was disagreeing with them a little. He's the one who I think gave them the idea to take over Sunnydale. So I'm like observing Warren. That's bad. So a part of me was wondering, could it be that Warren is going to be the season 6 big bad? That like we drift away from the other two? I don't know, maybe he like goes solo because he's like, these two don't understand me and don't feel the same way. I don't know, but I'm honestly quite curious because I feel like this is a longer storyline. I think that they very much could get rid of these characters in this episode, but I kind of just like, I'm really hoping that they don't, because I just really want to see how this is going to work out. And I hope we can keep talking too about the whole Buffy trying to make money situation of it all, because I think that was an important thing that they brought up, and I want to be able to follow through with that. I was thinking about it myself, trying to help her out, and I'm like, I feel like Buffy would really work well as like a martial arts teacher. She does well with children, and I think she would be a good teacher, and you know, she obviously has a lot of skills when it comes to like fighting and defending herself. So I could see her teaching like a kids karate class or something. Like I don't know. I'm just like, Buffy, I'm a bit nervous for you. It's fine, Buffy, it's fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. And of course I saved the most, I want to say nerve-wracking for last. I need to know what's gonna happen to Giles. I just do. You know, I know I've been saying this a lot of like, oh, I think this episode's gonna tell us what's gonna happen to him. I think this episode, it's gotta be this episode, right? Because I can't keep living on edge of like, are we going to get him back? Is he gone for good? And I think this episode might help me understand. I am so afraid he's gonna go back to England by the end of the episode. Giles, don't you dare. Please, please, man, please. I can't. I'm trying to like not stress out too much about Giles, and I'm trying to focus on my Bangel that I think is definitely going to be a highlight of this episode for me. So I got my fingers crossed. I think we should just head into the episode. I thank you all so much for watching this with me. I hope you have fun, and let's do it. Okay. Let's go, Bangel. Let's go.
Hello?
Did they skip through it?
Oh,
no,
yep,
you didn't.
It's me, and I brought dinner.
We didn't know when you'd be coming back. More for me.
Did they just skip through the Bangel scene?
I would love some chicken.
Yes, as would I.
I'll take a drumstick.
I'm a breast girl myself. But then again, you need that.
So,
What so?
how was it? Seeing Angel?
It was intense.
Well, if you want to talk about it.
I don't. I mean, it's not important.
What? Are you kidding me?
I just rather keep this one to myself if that's okay.
Sure,
No!
whatever.
Yes.
I think I figured it out, what I should do.
Good, that's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I figure if I hold off paying the plumber, I can pay the utility bill. And then I can wait to reshingle the roof until we get the refund back
I
from...
meant with your life.
Oh. Life plans. I have no idea. I guess, well, I left school, you know, when Mom got sick, but I always figured I'd go back. And then she...
Okay.
Oh. So I was thinking about re-enrolling, but I missed the registration cutoff. What do you think, Giles?
Slayer always knows what she's doing.
Oh.
Sharp.
Okay.
Decisive.
Well, that's why we're throwing these tests at her. Which one of us can shake her up the most? Maybe find a weakness or two.
Oh.
For wide angle, infrared auto iris, plus 6 types of audio matrix monitoring that's filtered through a dual quad DVR system, and a turn.
Yeah. Fine.
What?
Because this time tomorrow the games begin, and the Slayer will never even know what hit her.
I feel so bad for her. She does not need to deal with 3 insecure men right now. I'm really pissed off. I cannot believe that they would pull a I want this to be special for just Angel and me thing. I wanted to see it. Like, I wanted to see it. Like, sure, Angel, you, and me. I need to be a part of it.
Well, those on the latter side of the theoretical divide stress it.
I'm not following this too well.
Oh, the trick is to get in the rhythm. Social phenomena don't have unproblematic objective existences. They have to be interpreted and given meanings by those who encounter them.
Nicely put.
So,
Ruby, does that mean there are countless realities?
Oh.
You're not dumb.
My art appreciation class doesn't start for another 20 minutes, so we've got some time to kill. Here. You like it. It's very mellow. didn't think she liked my cooking until I realized that was her yummy face. You know how her nose...
What was that?
What was what?
That noise.
Once, Willow and I were watching SpongeBob SquarePants. Buffy, are you coming? We're gonna be late for class.
What the hell?
What the...
Is it working? Is it doing it?
Dude, it's doing it.
What the hell?
Tara, something freaky's going on. It's like, look, there. Did you see?
What the hell? How are they doing that?
There's something on me.
Smart. She's so smart.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Found it. Self-destruct. I don't know.
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, score me.
That was pretty good.
This is gonna be great. Diving into the workforce, being the breadwinner, building things with my hands. You saved me from having to accept Giles' offer to work at the Magic Box. I mean, retail? Easy. I'd rather be dead. Again.
Don't make jokes like that, Buffandra. It hurts.
You gotta be kidding me. We're a week behind. I got 2 men out on the DL. Now you want us to babysit some little girl?
I am so ready for this.
Try not to break a nail.
These beans weigh quite a few 100 pounds.
Which way? Thanks.
You're up.
Oh. Oh, fuck! I was expecting animals from him. Oh my god. That's so awesome. Yikes. It even leaves a little thing on the floor.
Oh man, she took him out.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, bro, that was like a 1. Come on, she does this all the time.
You had your turn now. Give me the... I'm still... Give me... I'm still...
Idiots!
And all of a sudden she goes berserk and attacks me.
What? I saved you from the demons. They're 3 big apey things.
No, not here. Not at my job. That's your job.
I can't help where the forces of darkness attack me, Xander.
I'm starting to think between this attack and the school thing that somebody's messing with you.
Really? You think they're connected?
Well, there's something going on. I think it's worth checking out.
This is gonna be great. You know, I've always been interested in retail.
I can illustrate with an amusing story about a crystal.
This is so creepy.
And so anyway,
Guys, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm excited for his.
I need you to hold hands.
With each other?
Well, you know what homophobia really means about you, don't you?
You are gay!
Buffy, word in your ear. I found it useful to imagine myself back in the library. You know, if you concentrate on service and not on making a sale, you're more likely to have a satisfied customer.
Miss, which candle creates a more, you know, romantic atmosphere?
Lemon seduction. Yeah. Essence of slug. Here you go.
Thank you.
That was a really hard choice. Good job, Buffy.
I need something for a prosperity spell. I heard you have it. A mummy hand?
Yeah, actually, I saw one downstairs. Kinda hairy, though. Maybe it was a daddy hand. I'll just get it.
Oh, Buffy.
Ooh, ancient mummy hand. Oh! And you get the Dagger of Lex for free with it. See the inlaid mother of pearl underneath the black oozing goo?
Oh, no.
Buffy, word in your ear. While I was running the store, I found it useful to imagine myself back in the library. You know, if you...
We did this just now. Giles,
No.
something is happening.
Go help the lady who just came in.
Ah, this is so...
You look like the mummy hand type. Sorry, I can't get that for you.
I called here 20 minutes ago and someone said you had one. I'm really gonna have to hold you to that. I'm not leaving until I get a mummy hand.
Oh my god, Buffy. This hand reminds me of Thing.
Fingers sold separately. Where you go? Lady needs a mummy hand.
Do you think of the store as a library? It'll help you to concentrate on the service rather than selling.
Yes. And then I'm going to marry Bob Dole and raise penguins in Guam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god! This loop is driving me crazy. Did she just walk right out?
Miss.
That's so funny. It's like mocking her.
Buffy, word in your ear.
You're doing this.
No, don't cry.
I can special order one. We can deliver it anywhere you want.
Oh.
Thank you for shopping at the Magic Box.
So smart. Congratulations, Buffandra. You got the big brain.
So what do we do? Oh, it's obvious. I mean, it's not over.
Oh, God. She does not deserve this right now.
You didn't charge for delivery.
Oh. Well, you know, first day. You know, these things happen.
Yeah, I'll just take it out of your pay.
Yes, I'm sure Buffy would understand that.
Absolutely.
Did it say ask me about curses? Oh man, rough day, Buffandra.
This is gonna be great.
Oh.
Quite
What?
Stupid.
I have a dim memory of that, yeah.
You do better?
Damn right. Hit the demon world. Ask questions, throw punches, find out what's in the air.
Not my kind of fun.
Yeah, it is. And your life's gonna get a lot less confusing when you figure that out.
You have had so too much drink. At this point, I am cutting you off.
I can't believe they're drinking together.
You're not a schoolgirl. You're a creature of the darkness. Like me. Try on, my will. See how good it feels.
There are drinks in your world?
Oh my god. That was really loud music. Holy fuck.
We're heading for the back room, Ted. Where the real action is.
Oh my god, Buffy. She keeps making the face.
Ah, good. These are the lowlifes.
Fine, a little louder. Boys, I need a moment with my lady.
Your lady?
Which one do I kill for information?
Listen, these guys talk while they play. We'll get more information out of their mouths than out of gaping holes in their corpses.
Spike? Aren't you quite very big brain, Spike? Very intelligent.
You play for kittens?
So, who's gonna advance me a tiny tabby?
What is happening right now?
What? I'm not getting into a bar fight. I'll beat him up for information, great, but not to defend your rights to gamble for kittens, which, by the way, is stupid currency. And in my job at the magic shop, I was bored to tears even before the hour that wouldn't end. And the only person that I can even stand to be around is a neutered vampire who cheats at kitten poker.
Oh, you saw the cheating, did you?
Did she just say she's the only one that she can... I'm thoroughly intrigued.
That van.
You want to steal a van? I'm with you, love, but we have got the motorcycle.
I've seen it before.
Oh, she's coming over here. What do we do?
Jonathan, grab your magic bone.
Holy fuck!
You have discovered me. But do not try to defeat me. I call on the misty portal to my demon dimension, where I'll lay my head and gently die.
We took on the Slayer. I mean, we've got all kinds of stuff in the computer now. Speed, strength, reaction time. Like, we're getting what we need to really become a threat to her. We tested her, faced her, and we survived. The trio versus the Slayer. It's not over.
Okay. That's so awkward. Oh.
Any better?
I'm really screwing up, Giles.
You were being tested sequentially by some unknown demon. I don't call that screwing up. I mean, you don't have to figure the whole thing out at once, you know, the job and everything. You're pushing yourself too hard.
The nice people at the phone company seem to think it's not hard enough.
Well, maybe there's something I can do about that.
Okay.
This is, it's for you.
Check. This is too much. I can't take it.
Well, tear it up.
No, I was just being polite. I'm taking the money. This is great. This is more than great. I don't really know how to say this. But it's a little like having Mom back.
In this scenario, I am your mother.
Want to be my shiftless absentee father?
Is there some sort of, rakish uncle?
Thank you. So much. I just want to tell you that, it makes me feel safe. Knowing you're always going to be here.
Giles, don't you dare go. I don't like that face, Giles. I mean, I like your face, but I don't like the face that he made of, like, I don't know, of somebody who's gonna leave. I was waiting for a catch. There has to be a catch. Giles, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Oh my god. Wow. This last scene kind of really got to me right now. You know, Buffy saying that yeah. I just feel like Buffy making the comparison to Joyce right now, just like, that one really stings. I'm just so glad that he stepped up like this, and helped her. I mean, I kind of thought it was leading up to something like this just because I knew that Giles wasn't going to be able to just like stand around and watch her suffer and not do anything about it. But I'm a little bit worried, like, where did he get the money from? What's worrying me is, did he do something that would make him go back to England? Like, I don't know exactly how he got the money. I don't know. Did he like make a deal with the Watchers Council? Like, I don't know. And that's what's worrying me a little, because, you know, Buffy saying that she's always, you know, gonna have him, and the look that he had. I don't know if I felt so much comfort from that, Giles. I really don't. The comparison she makes to Joyce and then saying that, I was like, this is making me feel like Giles is gonna die, but they wouldn't do this. I know that they wouldn't do this, right? They wouldn't, but this really made it seem like that's what it was leading up to. But I know that they wouldn't do this, so it's fine. But I'm a little bit worried, just a little, but it's fine. Fuck, I can't even think about the rest of the episode because this scene just, like, I don't know. I love their relationship so much, and I think that this was one of my favorite things of rewatching the last episode, was seeing how much their relationship has, like, changed from the beginning of the show. You know, like, we really got to see all their character development, and then seeing right now how they both, like, sort of would be willing to do anything for each other, and how she really sees him as a father, and he really sees this responsibility to take care of her like he's her daughter. It's just like, she's his daughter. I can't even speak. There's just something about seeing Buffy in this like vulnerable state, not just, you know, emotionally, which she very much is because of everything she's going through, but also in you know, sort of being drunk, getting to see her say the truth that I don't think sober her would have said. She always like tries to put up a front, I feel. There was just something about this scene and knowing that she was a little bit out of it that made it, like, I actually really enjoyed that because it made me feel like she was being more honest and just like letting herself feel even more. Wow. This episode was actually really interesting, and I feel like even though I was enjoying it in the beginning, I feel like this ending really tied it all together so well. And I feel like there are some episodes that actually go through so quickly that I'm like, holy shit, how did you already end? But I feel like this one actually really lasted a long time because there's so much that happened. And I actually mean this in a good way. There was just something about like the storyline of, you know, the trio trying to fuck her up that felt so distant from the storyline of her with Spike at the bar and then right now this ending. Like, those feel like two different episodes to me. Don't ask me why, they just kind of do. I feel like even though I was very much enjoying them toying with her, I liked to be able to see something else in the episode. I don't know, it kind of like I said, I think it made me enjoy the episode a lot more. We do need to talk about Spike and Buffy. I have to. Because their chemistry, like, it was insane this episode, and like I feel like they're actually getting really serious. Obviously, I've been talking about this like will they, won't they for so fucking long. Actually, I feel like maybe since the last episode, I think she's sort of been starting to maybe catch some feelings for him, or maybe understand that she actually really enjoys him. You know, the fact that she said that he's the only person she can sort of stand right now. Just like, I don't know, there's a lot going on in that. There's a lot going on, and I am shipping so hard, and I didn't think I was going to be able to ship them so hard this episode just because of the beginning of the episode. That pissed me off. That really, really pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, Buffy writers, that was a disappointment. I do enjoy the idea of her wanting to keep that reunion to herself and to Angel. Totally get that. Totally. Except just don't do that to me. You can't tease me with a Bangel reunion and then not actually show me the Bangel reunion happening. Like a fool, I kept waiting to see if they were gonna do like a flashback so that I could actually see a little bit of it. Like, please, just give me 1 minute. I just needed, I don't know, I just like needed to see their face. I just needed to see Angel's face looking at Buffy, and even Buffy looking at Angel. So I'm a little bit upset that they didn't go there, to be honest. Feels like a buildup that they were just like, ah yeah, haha, we just, you know, fully tricked you and got your hopes up and we're not actually gonna go through. So I guess maybe I'm the only one who would want to see this scene, but I very much wanted to see this scene because I don't think it would take away from Buffy and Spike, because obviously their whole thing is like very much in the present and Angel and Buffy is very much in the past. But I feel like their history, you know, it's always going to be there. It doesn't matter how long ago they broke up. I feel like Buffy does so good at showing us the scenes that you don't think that they're going to show. I thought that after Hush they were going to skip the Buffy and Riley conversation about her being a Slayer. I remember that after The Body I didn't know if we were actually going to see the whole process of right after, you know, I didn't think we were going to continue right into Buffy finding Joyce and stuff like that. Like, there's so many moments where I feel like they could have had this like easy way out of like flash forwarding, kind of like how they did here. And what I really, really like about this show is that they usually don't do that. Anyways, I'm honestly not too hung up on it. Not as much as I thought I was going to be. Well, wait. Because I was just going to say, this is exactly how I felt in Pangs. And you guys know what happened in Pangs? Because I do. The next episode was the Bangel episode. I think the next one, wait, now 1 second please. I think the next one on my list is Angel, right? The next one is 305. But you know what? I don't think I see Buffy showing up there. But what I was going to say is that I don't think I actually feel as hung up as I did on Pangs. I think that to me felt like the biggest betrayal they could have ever done. And I'm not gonna lie, I think the reason that I don't feel as strongly is because of Spuffy. Because I think I kind of understand what they're doing. I feel like if they started off the episode with Buffy and Angel, I don't think they would have been able to put the Spuffy scenes in this episode. I feel like, I don't know if it would have worked out so well, because I think they have to like sort of pick a couple and sort of stick to it. And I understand that this is like Spike's time. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I understand their decision. I might not agree with it and I might be really hurt, but at the same time, I feel like maybe, emphasis on the maybe, it might have been the right decision so that we could actually enjoy Buffy and Spike teaming up a little bit this episode. I mean, just the whole idea of Buffy being drunk to me is quite interesting, because I feel like we've only seen that, what, like maybe twice before. I know we saw it in Reptile Boy. I keep forgetting my coffee. And then it gets super cold and disgusting. But I'm just gonna keep drinking. She's obviously going through a lot of stress, you know, with the money stuff, with the not knowing what to do with her life, all of that on top of the sheer emotional trauma that she's going through from having come back to life. So I feel like it would make sense that she would eventually turn to alcohol, you know, just like as a way of like letting go. It's not that she's very uptight, but I feel like she's always worrying about things and just always stressed and always trying to put up a front. Like she said at the end of the episode, I think she said something about like, oh, I'm screwing up or whatever. And I was like, it's kind of good and refreshing to see her screw up or do something that maybe she shouldn't be doing. I want to talk a little bit about our trio because I am thoroughly intrigued by them. I keep like trying to, I'm trying so hard to figure out if they are like big bad material or not. And I can't seem to make up my mind. But I think I'm actually leaning more towards a yes. Just because anytime that like a villain is present in more than 2 episodes, I'm like, you're it. Congratulations, you're the big bad. You have to be. If they weren't a big bad, I would think that their storyline would end in this episode and Buffy would like find out. And then that's that. It's a great way to sort of like end the story. But they didn't do that, right? Buffy doesn't even know that they're messing with her. And so that makes me think that, yeah, I think we definitely could be going down this spiral with them stirring shit up just to see how much shit they can stir, which is honestly so mean. Listen, Jonathan, I have tried to defend you, my man, but Buffy's only ever been nice to you, and this is like the 2nd time that he's like really screwed her over big time. I don't know what Buffy has done to Jonathan to make her deserve all of this. And I mean, the prom guy, you don't even know her, okay? Why would you be messing with her? We don't even know you. You don't know her. She doesn't deserve this. And then there's Warren. Listen, what has Buffy done to cause Warren? Well, I mean, everything that happened with his girlfriend was like not Buffy's fault. I guess she might have like threatened him a little. Maybe Warren, I could see having a little bit of motivation. And I was talking about how I was trying to understand if maybe Warren was going to go solo on this, but I think that after watching this episode, I think that they're either going to make it as a trio of big bads or they're just not going to be the big bads. And I think they did a really good job of making her insane, because I was going insane. I was really going insane. And I feel like it's so like kind of fun, the connections that they make to like real life, just in the sense of like, oh, retail just felt like a bunch of deja vu where she felt like she was living the same day over and over again, because that's sort of what it feels like. And then of course in the class, I mean, when you're in class, I feel like that happens. Sometimes you just completely zone out and the class is over and you're like, oh, yeah, that happened. I really enjoyed these like connections that made it feel kind of real to me. And just in general, those powers were so freaking cool. Her seeing time passing and not being able to do anything about it, that was crazy. You know, and the fact that they thought it through to the point of like a self-destruct button, like, I think they actually did a really, really good job. I did not think they were going to be this good at like being big bads, but they kind of were. And I think that's what's exciting me about this. I don't know, there's just something so cool. It feels so mean to say this because I love Buffy, but there was something just so cool about seeing them mess with her. And just, I can't believe she wasn't able to put it together, you know, that she thinks that some like big demon's out to get her. I feel like this is gonna be so interesting when she finds out who actually is the one behind all of this. So I'm very excited for that like mind-blowing discovery for her. It was a really cool establishing way of showing these people, these really, really creepy men who are like stalking her now. And I want to see how far this is going to go. I like that they finish with their whole thing, which was like everybody gets one shot, and they still continue. So I think this is like where the boundaries are going to start getting a little bit blurry, and like when are they going to stop? When have they had too much? I don't think they know, but I'm really pumped about that. I feel like they're a really surprising but cool addition to the season. And this episode was just like an amazing way of demonstrating each of their abilities. Another one of my favorite parts of this episode is that it was so nice to be able to see Buffy sort of like go around with all the characters, you know, seeing Buffy and Tara together in class, that was like, well, they didn't actually go to class, but you know what I mean? Like just seeing them interact and being together gave me so much serotonin, because I have been begging for them to be best friends, and I'm feeling it so hard that actually being able to see them together and not just like in a group made me so happy. I just wish Tara hadn't given her a book. I wanted to see them talk. To me, this episode was a very big demonstration of like everybody is right where they need to be, in the sense of, I feel like I have always imagined Buffy working at the magic shop. It felt like maybe that could happen one day, but I feel like it's kind of fun to see her try and do it, and like kind of, it's not that she wasn't able to do it, but she, you know, she doesn't have it the same way that like Anya does, and I feel like that really makes Anya feel more special in that way. It makes it feel like she did find her purpose and like she's doing what she needs to do. And I feel in a similar way about Xander in Construction. Seeing Buffy trying to do all these things and not nail them makes it feel like the other characters are exactly where they need to be. It gave me very much a sense of they've all found their purpose, but I guess that does bring out Buffy's, I don't want to say lack of purpose. You know, slaying is a huge thing for her, but I do understand that like if she's not going to school and she doesn't have a job, I can understand why she would feel a little bit like lost in that way. I do wonder if she's going to keep seeking out this purpose in this way. And so I'd be curious to know if this experience at university has really turned her off from studying forever, or if she would eventually find her way back to that, or if she's just going to keep searching for jobs. I don't know. I think it's normal if it takes her a while to figure out what the fuck she wants to do, you know, I think everybody does. But I just feel bad for her because like nothing's going right for her right now, and I feel her stress. I feel like in general this episode was just like a great one for just getting to know these characters a little bit more, not just establishing the trio, but also just like I think we got to explore a lot about Buffy and Spike's relationship, which I am still trying to get over because that's just so, their scenes this episode were insane, and I'm so excited. Listen, I really genuinely think this is it. I mean, I feel like Buffy has begun like a while ago, but I think that within the next, I'm gonna say 3 episodes, I think we're gonna finally see them start to develop something romantically. I'm feeling it. I don't know why I said 3. But I guess my point is that, like, I think we're finally in that point where Buffy's acknowledging her feelings and starting to feel something. So, we're gonna see, but I'm super excited for that. Overall, just a really fun episode, fun combos. Definitely made me laugh quite a lot in a couple of moments. I think we should read the title of the next episode and come up with some predictions. All the way. Oh! That's about Buffy and Spike. That has to be about Buffy and Spike. Okay, remember how I said that I thought they were going to sort of like, I guess maybe kiss within the next 3 episodes? I take it back. I think Buffy and Spike might, you know, kiss, let's say, in the next episode maybe. I don't know, that feels maybe a little bit too soon. But all the way definitely makes it feel like they're gonna go all the way and finally acknowledging those feelings and tension. I could interpret this in different ways of like, maybe the trio is gonna go all the way and like really drive Buffy insane, or I'm sure that there are other ways I could interpret this, but I don't care. This is about Buffy and Spike. I am writing it into existence and I will be taking no criticism at all. I'm excited, And oh, I just realized I still didn't get my answers about Giles. This man, I am so worried about this man. I don't understand this because right now, everything seems to point to Giles being back for good, right? Because it just does. But why is Anthony Stewart Head not in the intro? That's what's getting me about this. I hate this because that means that like every episode I'm stressed out about Giles. On the back of my mind, I'm like, is this Giles' last episode? Is he leaving? And I swear to God, Buffy writers, if you kill Giles off, that might be the last straw for me. You can't do that. Even though I really got some vibes of that in this episode, you can't do that. You do not mess with that. You do not want to cross me. You already kept the Bangel reunion from me. You can't do that to me too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still pressed about the Bangel thing. I really am very hurt. Like, I think this one might really be at the very top of my lawsuit against the Buffy writers. This is one that I understand why they did what they did, but I don't think I'm ever going to be able to forgive them. Ever. But it's fine. We're fine. I'm dealing with it okay. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys in the next episode when we go all the way. So I thank you all so much for watching this with me. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you then. Stay safe and bye-bye.